What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video will be a bit different. I won't be talking about hair care in this video, but I'll be talking about something I experienced in my life growing up, some experiences I had during school. And I know a lot of people go through stuff like this, but I know it's not commonplace for this stuff to be spoken about in our country, in our society, but it is still reality. And I know that enough young people are going through it, even now as we speak in today's current climate and stuff. So it's something I want to share my experience about, and I hope that my experience can inspire someone, in a positive way, or to know that, no matter what you're going through, it's not the end of the road. So this morning I was sharing another one of my experiences on my WhatsApp status, and I was just sitting in my room thinking, and all of a sudden it came to me. I'm like, like, people need to hear about this. Like, people gonna act like everything is fine and everything is not fine. Like, you have some real anyways. So I shared that story on my status, resonated with a few people, and I just wanted to share this on my YouTube channel. Here goes. So I attended a prominent high school in St. Thomas, and when I started attending that high school, I was very happy. Top high school in St. Thomas, whatnot, and everything. So I enjoyed most of my days in high school. I'm not gonna lie. I made a lot of friends, and I participated in so many different activities, and it was mostly a good time. Now, the experience I had that was negative, like, it pertains to my complexion. And now, funny enough, Jamaica is predominantly made up of black people. So a lot of people that be like, oh, there's racism in Ethiopia, or there's racism in, no, not really racism, but prejudice in Africa. But black people place them there. So or if a prejudice against, like, people that look exactly like you for the most part. And yes, so in high school, as you can see, I'm black. My mother is black. My father is black. My brother black. My sister black. Everybody black. Black, 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 black. Right? So I never came into this world expecting to be Caucasian or white, like European. I wasn't expecting that. I'm black because my parents black. Basic genetics. Right? So in high school, I had experiences with people. I wouldn't even really say bullying me, because them something they in Jamaica, but it's not as prominent, as predominant. So, but that's more like people taunt me or pick on me about my skin color, right? About my skin color, and let me tell you, some of these same persons who were picking on me because of my skin color were the same color as me or darker. That makes sense? One could say that they were projecting their own insecurities about themselves on me, but I come from a household where, like, nobody's gonna be telling you, oh, you're too black, or you're black and ugly, like, or not like that. Like, nobody mentioned anything like that, because it was just not a thing to mention. Like, why would you be taunting someone about their skin color? Everybody in my household was black. Nobody did that. When I was in primary school, nobody said that to me either. So it wasn't something, like, I would say I grew up with, and I never said that to anybody either. And when I was in high school, that was the first time I was experiencing it. And both males and females would comment on my complexion. Oh, you're black like, you're short and black like, or you're maga and black like. And I'm like, black like what? Like, what color you expect me to be? I remember one day somebody's passed a remark that I was black, and I said to them, my mother black, my father black, you did expect me to come white? And the person I laugh, and I'm like, jackass, that not funny, you're dumb. And I would say this affected me to a point where I would hate my color, because that sure shit never happened. Because when I'm at home, my parents are telling me, oh, you're beautiful, you look nice, and my friends never mentioned that to me. Growing up in my community, it was never a thing. So from foundation level, I never had that, or needed to have that level of insecurity or any type of insecurity about my complexion. But it wasn't until I reached high school, right? This is where all the mean kids come to play. This is where everybody come from them yard, where them parents tell them all sorts of something: you're black like shit, your flavor jankro, you're this, that, and them carry that to school and project it onto their classmates, the peers, right? So I remember in third form, I had this friend, and she was darker than me, right? And for this video, we're just gonna call her Sasha, right? So Sasha was darker than me, and me and Sasha, that friend, good friend, like walk a daytime, walk down the hit, walk, go over evening time, and all that. And Sasha used to bleach, right? And then Sasha are the same person that would turn around and pass remarks about my skin color. And guys, straight through high school, I never bleached. I never bleach. And this goes to show that when you have a good foundation coming from the home, as it relates to body positivity about yourself, when you not grow up being told certain things, it makes you mentally stronger in terms of certain things that when you go out there in society and people say to you, they don't have an effect on you in a way that causes you to break down or try to change yourself to please people. So I never had that. I never saw my mother doing that, never saw my brothers doing that, my sisters, nothing like that, right? So I never did that. Even with the taunting in high school, I never put bleaching cream on myself. I never wanted to do it. Like, I saw how people look after they bleached, and that was not something I wanted for myself. So I wasn't going to do it. I'm not stupid. So Sasha would bleach till her face was literally like orange, right? And it was so bad because at that time the bleaching thing was becoming more prominent because Cartel did just a thing about bleaching cream. There was a cake soap, the Nadinola, the vanishing cream. I will admit that most people use vanishing cream in a high school and during my time. So I used the vanishing cream just to give my face a cooler appearance because, everybody want a cool face, but I never bleached, right? And she would bleach her face and it never looked good because I can imagine she's darker than me and she's bleaching her face and her neck and the rest of her body completely different color. Them time most of the guys in school are bleach, a hide from sun with kerchief tie over them head, and they would wait until evening before they leave school because they never want the sun to burn them. Excuse me. And that was what they were doing. And I remember I never bleached, and there was also this guy who was darker than me who would taunt me about my complexion, and I'm like, dude, you're blacker than me, why you bother me about my blackness? I am proud and happy in my skin, and my skin not scratch me, my skin not give me no problem. Why you bother me about my skin? Why is my skin such an issue to you? And I remember he was bleaching at a point as well, and it never looked good because, as me say, they're blacker than me, and at that time they were only bleaching the face, not the entire body. And I remember like multiple people in my year group were bleaching, and I never once thought that it was okay to do this, to bleach. And I just want to say, young people out there, especially now that social media is such a thing, be strong, use your common sense. Don't let these trends or what you see out there become such a pressure to you in your life that you're going to change yourself to please them, because at the end of the day, that's not really you. And even if you try to change yourself, you will find yourself get even more criticism. You're black, you bleach, and then they're going to criticize you that, oh, you're ugly, you look copper color, your skin burn up. She a bleach and she not look good, she not evil. Force you to do more, you're going to take pill, you're going to take injection, put your health at risk. To accomplish what? For who? For who? Because them same people that out there will trouble you, I go trouble you, they ain't bleaching. right? They not bleach, but they want you to do it. They might project their insecurities upon you. And some of them are out there and not bleach when you look. Them look like when you left chicken in the pot too long and it start catch on the pot bottom, burnt. They look burnt. So, young people, be strong. Learn to love yourself. Even if nobody loves you, love yourself. Because when you love yourself, nothing when nobody say not gonna matter. Trust me. Trust me. I experienced it, and if we never come from a background where I was taught self-love, self-appreciation, then every little thing what people say to me would have go through my skin. And because of that, up until this day, I'm not thin-skinned. Nothing when nobody say about me no fears me. Nothing. Because I love me, and that is that and that. Period. So parents also, no bother trouble your pitney about oh, them head tough and barky and them black like them pooper and them black like this and stop it. Why you project your insecurities on your child? Why? Then the child grow up hating themselves, and that turn out in a that manifests itself in so many different ways. And when you come down to it and look back at what started it, it's because you simply said them black and ugly like. Can you just imagine? I don't know about you, but as a parent, if I was a parent, I would be so guilty. So parents, please learn to spread more words of positivity to your children. Help them to love themselves. This is a society where people hate themselves so much. They're doing so much things to fix themselves, to please everybody. But if you have please people, you have please yourself. What's the sense in that? You have to please yourself first. So parents, it starts in the home. It starts in the home. And I just want to shout out to my mom. And I want to shout out to my siblings that I grew up with, my cousins, everybody. Thank you for being sensible, and thank you for teaching me what was right. Thank you for the positivity. Thank you so much that I can be the person that I am today. And I hope that one day, you know, all this will stop. And what I want to say to you, young girl out there who feel like you're too black, or you feel like your head tough, or you feel like you're not good enough, you are good enough. And don't let nobody tell you otherwise. You are good enough. And just work on being a genuine you. Because it don't make no sense you live to please somebody else, and in the end you're not being who you truly are to yourself. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys in this video. That was my experience I had growing up or going through high school. And I mean, bug me if I talk about it, guys, as I say, bother me. But it's something that I experienced, and it's something that helped to shape me mentally. So I just want this to reach that young person out there that might feel that they don't know what to do, or, this video is for you specifically. Okay? So guys, I'll be sharing another one of my stories on this channel, so stay tuned. Yeah, I know people that know me, when they hear these things, they probably don't believe it. I was like, oh, you never tell me this, or oh, me never hear about this. But yes, guys, I don't really talk about them something much, because to me, I've grown from it. So I'm moving right along. So yeah, guys, keep watching, like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I will see you next time.